Well,
It's fine.
especially with these two here.
What's up?
See,
How you doing?
We're good. How are you?
Oh, we're good. What are we talking about?
I don't know. What are we talking about? We're talking about if
How
there-
much you love us.
Well, we were talking about
Yes.
if there were any characters on the show that we would have rather recast or had the opportunity to recast.
Yes.
Ian Elliott, right?
That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I had
obvious.
mentioned.
Yeah,
That's the
that's what I would have thought.
That was the question, and I'll wait for the answer.
Not any of the female characters. Those were handcrafted
Yeah,
perfectly for the ladies.
How are you guys? What are
great. You're doing what you've been doing.
Don't worry, this isn't gonna get your time. We're just it's.
No, no.
Yeah, we get 2
It's
extra
fine.
minutes.
By the way, this
It's
is what
fine.
it's like to try to film on countdown.
Oh, we're like this. What are you guys doing? How's it going?
I'm just like full and in the background.
Yeah, we'll leave you to it. But hi.
So
Being under, it's about improv.
You almost shot me. Yeah, but I didn't.
I thought it looked really good, really
I
good.
know, right?
I forgot what I was saying, but
Yeah, no, everybody forgets.
but I feel that this is a love letter for this film that I watch, and especially because one is the mastermind, and the other one is the rogue. They always want to go and shoot everybody. So how do you create this chemistry and this balance with two opposite characters?
look, Jensen and I had a chemistry right from the start. And it's a lot easier to have chemistry as characters when you can have chemistry as people. The characters, I think, although they look as if they were written to be sort of adversaries, they actually complement each other pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get under the hood, they're actually a lot more alike than you would imagine.
There's a massive mutual respect, I think, that these guys both have, whether they express it or not. I think, and I think that again, kind of going back to what Eric just said. He and I had never met before this. I was certainly well aware of him and had a massive amount of respect for his scope of work and what he had done. And I've known friends that have worked with him and sang his praises. So it kind of helped me find the relationship with Blythe, with Meacham and Blythe, just kind of getting to know him personally. And it's really nice when you can have that.
But you also both have long and successful career in TV. But now we have this kind of different. I think Countdown is probably one of the first shows they're gonna be showing 3 episodes first, and then we have 10 episodes. Do you feel it's more comfortable for me as an audience, or for you as a creator, as an actor, than me? I get to know your character better, or the opposite way. Do you feel this is better for Now TV or streaming services?
I think it's a good sample size.
I like it. I like this possibility of having a big dump, but not all of it dumped. Mm-hmm. And then you get to marinate on it. And there's the sound bite. All right, my job here is done.
Come on.
I know. Let me recalibrate. Moving away from all episodes dropping at once and having a few of them released, and then having them come out, trickle out. I believe that's it. It does lend itself for audience retention, I think, more than just kind of the Netflix model. And I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not in the analytics department, but I do feel like it's worth a shot, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
I'm just wondering, why does the murder of a Homeland Security officer merit a designated task force?
Darden here was already red flagged.
For what?
$200,000 deposit popped in his account 14 days ago.
I'm excited because I truly love the show.
Yes.
Yes, because the thing is, I was talking to Derek, and I grew up in the '90s, so this show just brought me back so many great memories watching TV at home with my VHS. And one of the cool things about your two characters, Amber and Evan, is like they come from opposite experience in the police force. Even you, Jessica, like you have experience, like a real experience. And how do you evolve as a character together, being so opposite?
Opposites attract. You know, I think that something that's so special about the whole team is that we all offer different aspects. We all have our strengths, and there's something to be said for the street cred, for the real life examples of things that you've seen and been through, and then there's the by the book, if this happens then this happens. And I think when you bring those two things together, you're only going to get a better solution.
But also, you just having come out of Quantico, the latest what's going on with tech. Like, you're so into what's happening in the moment, you know what I mean? And that's fresh. And Amber's like, I don't know, I'm kind of just in these streets, like I don't know any of that. Do your magic, would you? So we all have our own kind of special smarts, our special intel, our special expertise, and that's what makes for a really magical team.
What do you think at the end, me as an audience, everyone will take away from the show? Is the theme, the suspense, or do you think the personal life that we get to know all of the characters?
I think, I sincerely think what makes this show such a standout, in addition to it being so exciting and so much, it's an action thriller and there's so much, there's drama, there's drama, there's grit and gravitas and drama, and there's humor. There's all these components, right? But I don't think it would work if there was not heart at the center of it. The heart of these characters, these are real human beings, and there's so much depth to each of them. And they're all fighting so intently for what they believe in. And to me, it's the heart. And I think people will relate to someone, at least someone on the show. There will be a piece of that person that you see in yourself that speaks to you. I really believe and hope for that.
Yeah, the other shows don't have us.
No.
I agree. I agree. 100%.
2 months right here.
And it's going to be watching Amazon. So many countries going to be watching you.
Yeah.
So cool.
Is that excited? Like, you feel excited that people in probably Japan will know, like, oh, this is cool. I wanna get to know this.
Of course. That would be so cool if
Incredible. I would love nothing more than for people all over the world to be able to relate to this. It's not just an LA thing. It's not just a US thing. It's a human thing. It's about the human experience. It's about what compels you to show up when it really counts. That's very human. I hope everyone loves it.
And I think everyone will love the comedy and the camaraderie and how you guys at the end became like a really great team.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.